the children nightmares that will teach them of the world. Just hold my hand and smile as the road we made unfurls, and I'll laugh as you burn in hell. Are you a cannibal, a necrophile, a little bit of both? Box of lilies in your closet and your lamps are made of bones. I'm watching through the window, so you think you're safe at home. Well, I'll laugh as you burn in hell. I'm your accomplice and your victim. I'm your redemption and your salvation. I'm your revival, but not survival. 'Cause I laugh as you burn in hell. You talk to girls out on the street, somehow they never make it home. Keep their heads around the house to forget that you're alone. I see the smoke is rising as the flesh comes off your bones, and I laugh as you burn in hell. I picked you up outside a bar and I took you to the back. I've been watching you, poor thing, you thought you'd never meet your match. You're writhing in the corner, oh come on, it's just a scratch. And I laugh as you burn in hell. I'm your accomplice and your victim. I'm your redemption and your salvation. I'm your revival, but not survival. 'Cause I laugh as you burn in hell. 'Cause I laugh as you burn in hell.
Good evening, everyone. This should be an interesting live.
That you are alone. One of these days when you sit by yourself, you'll realize you can't chat without someone else. In the end you will submit. It's got to hurt you a little bit. So hard, they need what they can keep. A choice out of leaves and sky. A view without a room unveils the truth so soon. And when the sun goes down, you've lost what you have found. What do I get out of this? I always try, I always miss. One of these days you'll go back to your home. You won't even notice that you are alone. One of these days when you sit by yourself, you'll realize you can't chat without someone else. In the end you will submit. It's got to hurt you a little bit.
is absolutely one of my favorite New Order songs.
Days you go back to your home, you won't even notice that you are alone. One of these days when you sit by yourself, you'll realize you can't just without someone else. In the end, you will be so bad, it's got to hurt you. I get out of this, I always try, I always miss. One of these days you go back to your home, you won't even notice that you're not alone. One of these days you sit by yourself, you realize you can't shoot without someone else. We're so bad, it's got to hurt you. I heard the thing, what do I get out of this? I always try, I always miss. One of these days you go back to your home, you won't even notice that you are alone.
I fucking love that song. That is literally one of my favorite New Order songs. Oh my goodness, look at all of y'all in here. Hello, Susie Q, Rabbit, Lisa Ann, the woman of the day, Rabbit of Chaos, Deborah, dun, 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 Chooch, yes. New motherfucking order. Yep. And that's my favorite one. I don't want to listen to Blue Monday or all of that. That's my favorite one. Tony Ann, it is fabulous to see you. I hope you are feeling well. Hello, Celia in the bushes. And it is fabulous to see you, Deborah and Chris. Hello. Hello, Coffee. Let's see. Hey, Cole, good to see you. And scrolling. Keep those. Hey, Paulette, and it is good to see you, ma'am. Let's see, Miss Lisa and do. Oh, yeah, things are messy. Hey, Pasadena girl. Things are certainly messy. It's so funny. It appears that some people just don't exist, I guess, unless they're messy, right? But anyway, so yeah, so this one's going to finally get some attention. So after my live yesterday, where I said that people should pretty much be ashamed of themselves, Lisa Ann is not messy. Lisa Ann doesn't start shit. She's not somebody that calls people on the phone. She doesn't jump in people's discords and start being messy. That's not her nature. And to have somebody try to publicly humiliate her, not only on the thumbnail, but I do believe that some of that stream, hey, Amanda, was about her as well. Because I do know that some people behind the scenes were trying to send apologies her way behind the scenes, saying, oh, I didn't know about the thumbnail. Well, but you definitely heard what the subject matter was. And I honestly think that giving somebody an apology in public is bullshit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it needs to be public. It needs to be public if it matters. So anyway, so that's that part of it. So anyway, Miss Manifesto seems to be very, very bothered. First of all, she was writing manifesto after manifesto after manifesto. And fun fact, I think I may have read a little bit of one. Because, you know, people take screenshots of it and stuff. That's as much as I've read. So I don't know. You're becoming square. And I'm not exactly sure how she hasn't realized this. And it seems to be that there's something off. So I saw a comment from Inquiring Minds where she said, Jules just threw her away. Where did I throw Miss Mickey away? I said goodbye to her when I was deactivating my Instagram. Then to find out that she took my DM and posted it in KK's Discord. How does that equal throwing away? Now, Gargamel, I did block from here. And that, hey, Amy Lou, and that was because he was talking shit in Maria's chat, doing the whole making fun of the dark shit and stuff. And okay, you can stay in the dark. That's how I felt. And they were pretty much already gone by that point. But point is, and I've asked other people what was in that DM. I said goodbye. And she said, I wish you well. And this is how she wishes me well, by showing lots of DMs. The only thing that she is proving to everybody is this is who she is. I don't know what has changed in you, or you know what somebody said? Somebody said that we just tolerated it because you were with us. So hey, Mikey, we tolerated your nastiness. I do remember that nasty thing you said about Savage when Savage had, hey, J-Fed. I was not okay with that, but I stood by your side because you're who you were and you've been with us forever and you are who you are. We were close. Are you not telling everybody that you threw away J-Fid? You threw away Vixie. You threw away Lisa Ann. You threw away Jolly. Are you adding those? Hey, Tracy, because that's exactly what you did. You cut ties with every single one of them when you got mad at me. Even though y'all had years of friendship. But you're mad at me because I said goodbye. So anyway, so again, there was no throwing away. None. And I'm really getting sick of that term being thrown around. You guys are fucking adults. Your actions have consequences. Gargamel being an asshole in Maria's chat pissed me off. Bing, dida, bang, dida, boom. Just like that. That's all it took. I was pissed. Imagine sharing DMs thinking you're proving a point, but you look stupid as fuck. I did nothing but wish Miss Mickey nothing but the best. I am saddened by her response. I would never do that to her. No, and the point was about that thumbnail is Lisa Ann should not be in this. I'm not exactly sure why she's such an issue. Kiara was an issue because she was a lying bitch. Because I don't know if they're trying to like do this, like you come after our subs or whatever. Hey, Nine Angel. So what happened is I called out that thumbnail because there were people in there. And you know, fun fact, Miss Mickey, you weren't really the only person that was being called out. Why were you the one that acted so spurgy-like? Because that was spurging. And I am laughing my ass off at Worker Bee. I have no fucking clue who they are. Do you guys have any ideas? I don't know. We shouldn't talk about that publicly. I don't want to put ideas in their head, but I'm very curious, but it cracks me up because that account has got you so rattled. Ain't no fun when the rabbits got the pew pew, huh? You know what I mean? Look at what your reaction is. But because I said what I said yesterday and I didn't name any names. Did I? Did I name names in that? Miss Mickey felt so hot and bothered that she said, where was Lisa Ann to protect her when I was bashing them? Please let the record show where I bashed y'all up until today. Can somebody please tell me where I've been sharing Miss Mickey's DMs, where I've been talking shit about Miss Mickey all over the place? Anybody? Anybody? Can somebody please tell me where that's happening? because I have truly tried to avoid it. And do you know that, Miss Mickey, there were people that I was talking to, and at this point, I'm not, because it's ridiculous, it's useless. They don't even understand what you're doing. Because what you're doing is you're showing everybody, I was with the bee for all of these years, and look what I'm doing to her. I've only been with you for this short period of time. Guess what I'll do to you? No, I wasn't. But they're going around crying and needing a tissue. Oh, Jules threw me away. Miss Mickey, show for the record where I threw you away. I said goodbye right before, because we were communicating, and I was deactivating. And then you ran and jumped to conclusions with that and went and shared my DMs in a Discord. How do you think that was going to make me feel? Do you think that was going to make me feel happy? Was I going to be all bubbly inside? Because the tone of everything wasn't very bubbly. So anyhow, back to where we are now. I called out that thumbnail in yesterday, and she went nuts and said that about her and Gargamel. Where was Lisa Ann to defend y'all? Fun fact, does Lisa Ann run around in chats being as nasty and as messy as both of y'all? Oh, and by the way, Siwa, if you're in the bushes, that song will never be played on my channel again. As long as you don't fuck me over. Don't fuck me over. I have no intentions. Because the only reason that song was being still played for is Gonzo. Fact, me and Jules have fallen out before. She never shared anything. Yep. You know why? Because Amy Lou wasn't an asshole. She was a little bit of an asshole, but not a big asshole. She wasn't a deceiving asshole. She wasn't any of that. I took hits for both of them and their nastiness. You do realize that both of them had some of the nastiest comments. Haven't really said anything, and I'm still not saying anything right now. What I'm talking about is the behavior that's happening. That's it. That's all. Y'all running around calling me PB and all these other things. What? Excuse me? And then something like, I never cared about her. Really? I never cared about you, Miss Mickey? Never? Never. Or is that just the story that you want to tell yourself right now because it helps your ego? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. And I kind of think that she knows she screwed the pooch in this whole situation. So she's continuing to make it worse and worse and worse. You guys know I haven't brought this public. Have I been bringing this public like this? No. She has been making post after post after post. I make a couple things and whatever. What's wrong with you? Why do you have so much hatred going on? What has changed in you? Because I'm not sure you keep acting like you're changing for the better. Everybody that's, hey, Granny, everybody that's watching this, feel that you're changing for the worse. And Amy Lou, did she not cut all of y'all off and never come back? Did she throw, you know what you did? The only throwing away that happened was she threw away Lisa Ann. She threw Amy Lou away. She threw J-Fit away. She threw Vixie away. She threw Jolly away. Those are the only people that were thrown away. She chose to leave. That was on her. And I think in the meantime, she's trying to pretend that she's trying to make all of this whatever to try to, she is bound and determined to try to make herself right. That's never going to happen. All I told you was goodbye. Y'all know I was very emotional, right? And fun fact, I was supposed to be able to vent to my closest. Hey, Clark, she never really liked me, so I don't know. I think she did. I'm not sure. I never sensed it either way. Others can attest I was very hurt when Mickey ghosted me. I thought of her as an honorary sister. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what y'all tell each other back and forth in your echo chamber all day, every day to make it make sense, but we weren't talking about it. I think she had remorse and she just kept wanting to make it worse and worse and worse to make it right, I guess. But anyhow, so I said that. And then I see Oliver post, oh, Lisa Ann didn't stick up for us. And I guess that didn't work. So she had to make it worse. And she had to release DMs when I was venting, when I was upset. Why in the world? And you know who that hurts? That's to hurt Miss Mickey. In fact, when EXO did that, she agreed that it was horrible. And all it did was hurt the people that it were about. When somebody shows their true colors, I guess you got to listen. And it's funny because what you're doing is you are showing even the people that are standing side by side for you right now, you do realize they're side eyeing you. Because this is your behavior. This is the way that you, when I didn't even say your name, nope. And that was referring to a lot of people. I stopped bullying SoFlo to be here. To be frank, I never really talked to her a lot behind the scenes like the other girls have, but sure never did anything to her, and the girls were hurt by her a lot. Hey, April, how are you? No, so it's just really, really funny how she can turn around and say this, and you think by releasing DMs, that's giving you a win. I don't give a fuck. All it's doing is showing who you are. Because Miss Mickey, you know damn well I could go back and I could find DMs if I wanted to. But I'm not going to play that game. Because you know what? Innocent people get hurt, like Lisa Ann. So you feel that Lisa Ann, thank goodness that Lisa Ann is strong enough. All it did, it was supposed to be a jab at me. But what that did, that hurts Lisa Ann. Does that make you feel good about yourself? That's why I'm not even sure where these fucking people, where their morals have gone. I'm very, very happy with the people that have gone. Because if you feel it's worth hurting somebody else to prove a point, that's exactly why I didn't post any more information about that girl to show that I know she's not 16 years old. Why should I hurt somebody else that's not involved? Yeah, well, Maria did some talking about me today on her panel, throwing out assumptions. I believe I heard that Maria stated that if Jen and I aren't friends now, we will be soon. Maria, why do you got to throw shit like that out there? Because that's not even remotely true. That is another thing that I feel is getting pounded in your head from the echo chamber. I'll stand in this motherfucker all by myself all day, every day. And when people say stuff in the dark, but they don't want to say it in the light, that shows a pussy. No, I was extremely, when I heard about that today, I'm like, what? I thought we were supposed to not be discussing each other. I thought that was the plan, to respect. But because you have people filling your head with stuff, you feel that. I understand that, Miss Lisa, but why fight afterwards? Can't we stop mentioning each other? Like I said, Maria did it today. Maria did it today, Lisa Marie. I haven't. She's been doing it every time. I have screenshots of her weighing in on the Kiara Bella thing when Maria is off doxing right now. I heard as we speak. Me neither. You get splinters when you ride the fence. Why would you even want to be friends with Jen? Exactly. But you know what's funny? Right now, Jen doesn't look as horrible as the rest of y'all. The people that went and chased down Jen's post about Chloe and made those comments, those are the horrible things. And I know Jen goes and plays the victim all the time and stuff like that, but you guys are allowing her to play the victim. Eventually, she's going to get somebody to listen to her, and you guys are going to look like idiots. Then what? What's going to happen when she finally goes and finds a creator to listen to her and fuck with y'all? Because it doesn't look good. Posting her deceased mother, that's not okay. I always justified the Tracy thing because Tracy was in the limelight, and that's how we know her, and it was never to disparage her. But when her mother was posted, it was absolutely to disparage her, and I can't rock with that. You guys wore it into the ground, and then you started becoming so nasty and disgusting that it's stupid. I'll still cover Jen when she does something dumb, like the other day when she was telling Rakin she was high and stuff and all that. I thought that was funny. I don't want all that evil in me like y'all. I mean, look at Miss Mickey. Miss Mickey has made a fool out of herself. You do realize that people have screenshots and that shit will live forever. And if you continue to keep releasing DMs, it says everything about you and nothing about me. Everybody knows damn well that you were very, very close to me. So, of course, we vented. You vented back. You vented back a lot. I think she forgets all of the things that she says because I believe she thinks that everything she says has been angelic. Not even close. For her to say Jules threw me away when she has been running around calling me the B. That's how it started. And then it turned into the PB and all of that. I haven't been doing any of that. I called her Miss Manifesto. I called her Miss Manifesto because that's what she was writing on her page. And she was starting to look like Square, and everybody thought of it. Everybody's like, oh boy, we have a new Square. And that's why I was like, damn, this kind of looks like that too. But what I had to write what I had to write. But once again, just like Juicy Julie thought that it was getting her somewhere by releasing her the DMs, no, it isn't. It's showing that she's pond scum. And back to this like gossip about Jules talking to this person. Don't you guys have anything better to do? That sounds like a PTA meeting. It is one thing to commentate on people and laugh and do whatever, or call people out, whatever the case may be. It is another to sit there in a chat, have a whole ass live just so you can say what other people should be doing with themselves. Who in the world gave anybody the authority over anybody? Miss Mickey said nothing bad about Lisa Ann. She's showing, she held a mirror to your comments about her. The way you all so easily believe this bullshit shows how brainwashed you are. Hi, Gargamel. How are you doing? Did you go tell Jamie how much you liked that comment that he made? Do you guys know that there is even a flopping like a fish one? You still don't get it. The only thing that did was hurt Lisa Ann. Lisa Ann and I are fine. I was venting to Miss Mickey. Maria, of all people, knows how this shit feels. And Maria would be silly not to be side-eyeing you right now, Miss Mickey. Do you know what Maria and I did? We would delete our conversations. Hey, Queen, how are you? The only ones acting juvenile right now and like bullies are y'all. You guys are the ones that need to have the spotlight put on you. Why in the world is it up to you guys who talks to who? Who's in whose chat? It's supposed to be okay when anybody's in anybody else's chat. but mine gets policed by my haters. How does that work? And it's true. It's absolutely true. I don't give a fuck who's in your chats because I don't watch. Can I just say these streets are burning down? Glad you're on. Oh, yes, they sure as fuck are. Because Miss Mickey is bound and determined to keep trying to make herself right. That's never going to happen. In fact, Miss Mickey, I believe I can scroll back into old streams and find you going against EXO for doing this exact thing. So, Miss Mickey, are you going to tell me that you have never vented about me to any of them? Because if you say that you didn't, you're a liar. Should people start showing that stuff too? Should people start showing when you were venting about people? What's wrong with you? People talk shit. I talk shit. Shit happens. It's really not that serious. No, it's not. That's why, who knows? Maybe that was fucking CC Truck, because he's the one that's trying to police everybody. So Gargamel, I may be sorry. If that isn't you, maybe it's CC Truck. Yeah, Lisa Ann is the one that's getting picked on because people are pissed at me. Although I will say that thumbnail, that overweight bee looked exactly like Cooch. But who does that? No, Lisa Marie, that ain't going to happen right now. This shit what needs to happen is grow the fuck up and leave us alone. I'm already taking the loss, right? Right? I am the one taking the loss and the numbers and everything else. What's wrong with you? Do you have the Jamie mindset where you want to take everything away from somebody? That is definitely issues that you guys should take up with a therapist, because need for controlling people on the internet like that is crazy. And Miss Mickey, I would love for you to show the class where you were told you couldn't go places. They can burn. We will sit back and watch the karma bus run over them backwards and forwards, right? Hey, Precious Rose, how are you? We were fine. And you know what's really funny is my lives lately. This is probably the most that I have given it attention, correct? I've pretty much wanted to try to address it and move the fuck along. And we talked about Heather, and then get this one. I guess Pauler was judging me for covering Heather because Heather is clearly in a mental crisis. Pauler, what do you think that Jen is? And fun fact, Heather's been like this for years. You're late to that. Can you believe that, Clark? Paula is, I saw Two Sickies made some comment, I think on Andrea's, saying that Pauler was all upset because of covering Heather. The funny thing is all of the people that Miss Mickey is hanging out with, she has said some of the worst shit. So if we show those DMs, what does that show? Shows that you're two-faced. And by the way, I don't believe anybody that has had a drinking problem can ever drink responsibly. That is my opinion. And I'm entitled to it, seeing as others are entitled to all of their opinions, right? Yeah, and I don't think Heather sees my channel.
Bartender, I really did it this time. Broke my parole to have a good time. When I got home, it was 6 a.m. The door was locked, so I kicked it in. She was tripping on the pills. I think she was high on some pills. She threw my shit out into the yard. Then she called me a bum and slapped me real hard. And in my drunken stupor, I did what I should have never done. Now I'm sitting here talking to you, drunk and on the run. I'm sitting at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside. She stole my heart in the trailer park, so I jacked the keys to her fucking car and crashed that piece of shit, then stepped away. You know, Mo, I'll probably get 10 years, so just give me beers till they get here. Yeah, I know the sun is coming up, and y'all are probably getting ready for closing up, but I'm trying to drown my soul. I'm tired of this life on a dirt road, and everything that I love is gone, and I'm tired of hanging on. She got me sitting at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside. She stole my heart in the trailer park, so I jacked the keys to her fucking car and crashed that piece of shit, then stepped Guess away. It was meant to be. Romance is misery, so much for memories, and now I'm headed to the penitentiary. See me on TV, the next cop series. I am a danger. I guess I should've did something about my anger, but I never learned. Real things that don't concern. I pour kerosene on everything I love and watch it burn. I know it's my fault, but I wasn't happy it was over. She threw a fit, so I crashed that piece of shit. And now I'm going back again, back to the pen to see my friends. And when we all pile out that county van, they're gonna ask me where I've been. I've been at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside. She stole my heart in the trailer park, so I jacked the keys to her fucking car and crashed that piece of shit, then stepped away. Well, I'm sitting at a bar on the inside, and I'm waiting on my ride on the outside. You know I crashed that piece of shit, then I stepped away. Yeah, I stepped away. You know I crashed that piece of shit, and then I stepped away.
Well, obviously somebody was a big ass faker. Because fun fact, I know, isn't that a great song? I love that song. But fun fact, there is no way in hell you could ever pretend that you care for somebody and then do the nasty that you do. Because you know what? No matter how pissed you are at me, the fact that you supposedly, quote unquote, cared about Lisa Ann and considered her a sister at one point, you shouldn't have been able to do that. That makes you exactly. Remember all of the ways that we felt about EXO? That's you now, boo-boo. And fun fact, I'm never wrong. At least I'm never wrong for myself. I know whatever road I've chose is the right road for me. Period. And I didn't throw anybody away. Got rid of nasty people, apparently. Because Miss Mickey, you said some very vile, disgusting things. And we made excuses for it. And now you're even worse. And if anybody thinks that she will be loyal to you, look what she's done to myself and Lisa Ann. If you don't want to think about me, say, okay, well, she hates Jules, blah, 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 blah. What about Lisa Ann? What did Lisa Ann do to her? Can somebody please answer that question? Well, she did it herself because she didn't like that I was leaving KK and that she couldn't control me anymore, allegedly, and in my opinion. Hello, Black Bear. How are you? You guys, Heather did a very, very, very short little clip. We're going to listen to that a little bit. But I wasn't even feeling, you guys, I'm not even feeling like going live much. Other people love to come on here and drag people and do it. I don't. I have too much other stuff going on right now. Good stuff. This is the internet, and the fact that so many people are getting pulled out of their character in saying and doing some of the most horrible things. That's y'all. I can still sleep very well at night. I'm not a person that dragged Lisa Ann into something that had absolutely nothing to do about her in the first place. The only reason why she posted those messages is she was getting so angry. It's control issues, I think. I don't know. You might get that checked. I would say so. Very controlling. I hate when somebody twists a vent session into more than it was. Venting doesn't mean hating. Nope. And you can try to spin that however fucking way you want, because Miss Mickey, you vented about people quite a bit yourself. Hey, Shaky, how are you? Do you think that you're better than anybody? Because honestly, what y'all are talking about in those discords right now is considered, quote unquote, behind the scenes, can and will be used against you in the future on YouTube. You know it will. Look at what Maria's group chats. Maria's group chats were supposed to be private. What goes on in the dark always comes to light, and that's why you shouldn't be messy. Friends should always have loyalty between them. Yeah, and when I don't feel loyalty, I don't want you around me. Especially with so many snakes around here. Right now, the people that are around me, I feel pretty good about it. I get sickness in my stomach when I feel that there are people around me that don't wish me well. I can feel it. It makes me ill. And so I'm just better off without the nasty people. Nobody in this chat's going to wish anybody to have any type of health condition. I remember when Miss Mickey said it about Savage, and she's like, yeah, I said what I said. I backed you because you've been there for me. So I backed you. I backed you on all the nasty things that you would say. That's why, honestly, I guess you made this very easy, and you chose this. Don't you ever forget that. I said goodbye because I was deactivating. I've asked other people that saw those DMs in that chat, and they said, yeah, you said goodbye. And you wished me well. Can you imagine if this is how Miss Mickey wishes everybody well? You better watch out if she doesn't like you. If this is what she does when she wishes you well. Yikes. Oh, and I know Miss Mickey has. She's vented about a lot of people. And let's not forget that Miss Mickey is the one that started all of this bullshit to begin with by saying that there were screenshots of our Discord and people talking about her kids. I believe that was what was going on. That's how this whole fucking thing started. Where's the problem here? Who is the one that is continuing the bullshit? It's not Lisa Ann. Lisa Ann wants to be a good influence on somebody. And as long as I don't see that affecting her negatively or anybody else, there's nothing wrong with it. And fun fact, none of y'all are her parents. And none of you wish her well, because if y'all wished her well, you would have probably told Miss Mickey that's not a good idea. But now Miss Mickey is showing what type of person she is. When the tough get going, Miss Mickey is an asshole. Yeah, she'll never be welcome back here ever again. The betrayal that she has portrayed is horrible. And like I said, if she did this to and like not even me, she did this to Lisa Ann, somebody who did nothing to her. Instead of saying that, yeah, I didn't realize that was on the thumbnail and blah, 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 blah. Instead of acknowledging it like that, she needs to be right about everything. Fun fact. Nothing right's going on over there right now. When you have CC Truck, is there anybody from my chat running around trolling their chat? The only troll I know that's around right now is that worker bee, and I have no clue who that is. Buddy goes over there. In fact, there's people that don't even want to go to a Maria's because when they go into Maria's, they get bullshit. It's not from me. The bunch of people that act like fucking toddlers in the chat. So when things implode, y'all, it's not over here. We're going to be fine. We're going to find other fun stuff to talk about and laugh about and move on. Because I'm not over here to get all uptight about shit that I have. You guys are getting so upset about other people. The only thing that you can control is yourself. Not one of you can control other people's thoughts. And that need, like right now, Miss Mickey has this need to control everybody's thoughts on how they view this. And fun fact, Miss Mickey, the more that you try to defend yourself, the worse that you look. And it's kind of laughable. No, you guys like to push these narratives. Because it works for y'all. Everybody, all of the Jules haters have jumped on this big train. And they think this is fun. Hate for Jen is delusional as fuck. I know. The absolute weirdness and now seeing another community in the way they're portraying it, I don't even know how you guys can enjoy this anymore. I don't want to be like this chat right now. I don't like it because this is all like a up in arms shit. I don't like this. I don't like to sit here and have to do this. But I'll be damned if I was just going to let this one pass with just my post on my community tab. Lisa Marie, when you said in the chat, fight me, I was like, this girl could be my bestie. Lisa Marie is very feisty and she says what she says and she doesn't care. I don't care. If our quote unquote community has become what it is over there, I don't want none to do with it. We will rebuild over here and we will move on without y'all happily. Happy and we clap your hands. Yeah, because when you get rid of the negative energy all around you, you feel better. The stuff that was being talked about in my Discord today, not even close to what you guys have been talking about. You guys are talking about sock accounts, probably. Ooh, who's going to be the permission slip and whatnot, right? People are talking about real life stuff. Sales. In fact, I was asked to put a different category so that they can put different bargains and stuff in there. So that's the kind of stuff. Now, of course, when this whole thing happened, I put a link to my response to it over in the Discord so that, this is my response to it and this is bullshit. But I guarantee you there's not people in there 24/7 feeding off of being angry. You guys being angry all the time, that's not good for you. It is really not good for you, period. Especially since a lot of us are getting up there in age. Why, oh, why are people letting their blood pressure get raised off? Hey, Sherry, you're letting your blood pressure go through the roof over strangers. Because I know this new community, they try to look at it as a joke and whatever. But fun fact, you've got a lot of very excitable people in our community that they love nothing more when getting all rattled. They love to grab that angry villager torch. It's not healthy. I've seen it in this community before, and I've seen what it's done to people, and it's not a good look. But whatever. So my live yesterday, which was mostly about Heather, and it was just a little over 2 hours, had them start talking shit about Lisa Ann, and supposedly Lisa Ann is the go-between. And as I said, why is anything any of your business? I'm not exactly sure what you guys are looking for here. I saw the man you went to court with put up some random clip from Deadly's about GB talking about Miss Mickey pose, which has nothing to do with the subject of her pose. Wait, oh, George? Barbie boy? I saw George put up some random clip from Deadly's about GB talking about Miss Mickey's post, which has nothing to do with the subject of her posts. Oh, and that was what Miss Mickey was grasping her pearls at, trying to say was about that? I'm pretty sure her post was about all you were friends with her. She was accusing some of you be talking on her kids. Wow. So Miss Mickey, that's why you're feeling so responsible for this now, because it's your paranoia that caused this. Maybe you guys should just move on and do your own thing. Stay horrible over there. Oh, but it probably is bothering your sleep, because I do see you guys, especially you, Miss Manifesto, online at all different hours. Right? I've seen screenshots of her over in that God Soldier guys chat, and he is an all-nighter. It's really weird. What's really going on, Miss Mickey? Why is it that you're so angry with people on the internet? I mean, because honestly, it's got to be something deep down to have it affect you this badly. Come on, let us know. It's a clip from Deadly's, and he's saying he thinks GB has some sock account that talked about her kids. That's not what her post was about. She's accusing her old friends. Oh, okay. So wait a minute. So that's not it. Yeah, paranoia will destroy you. And that's like her deleting her post, putting her post. Now, I do that every once in a while because I'm a creator and I like to clean up my tab. I don't want it for all that bullshit. So every once in a while, I will go through it. Oh, hey, worker bee. Yeah, there's no way she's sleeping. I go through my tab every once in a while, get rid of some of the bullshit. And I will get rid of some people's like streams, like when I'll shout out people's streams. If they're just regular, and it's usually like a month later, but if they're just a stream that is talking shit about Jen or whatever, I delete it because there's no sense in keeping that there, right? That's what that Larissa's got those playlists and stuff. So I would and will never talk about any children, period. I know, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And her jumping to that is fucking asinine. All of these assumptions that everybody's jumping to, because I know, and it really does irritate me that Maria jumped to that assumption today, because I know that she doesn't like it when people do these kind of things to her. But basically, it was some random clip that had the thing to do with her pose. I understood why you were all upset. She was basically accusing you guys about talking on her kids, which isn't true. Yeah, I'm very confused too, because you're talking about Jen's bathroom picture, which Jen is an adult. Deadly is an adult. The only person that should have a problem with that picture would be Clint. And apparently he doesn't. No, and where do we talk about it? Because I think it's over there that they talk about it. In fact, I literally said, you guys, I want to stop talking. We're not going to mention Jen's, kids, the kid situation. There's plenty of other things to talk about Jen. And then guess what? All the Jen haters slowly got it right back into the, and I'm guilty because I turned the other way and I let it happen. Yeah, I don't think we do, Lisa Marie. We don't. Maria would tell me one thing in DMs and then completely different. And I just don't, I don't hate her. Don't take it as that. But I was a little irritated that her making assumptions about me, because I thought we were just not going to speak on each other. For fuck's sake, late night laundry is for idiots. I've got a yellow alpaca wool lint everywhere because of sweater. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. That's got to be horrible. You got lint rollers? What are you going to use? No, and I think that everybody over there is using these buzzwords and trying to get people all uptight about stuff that's not happening, because that's what sells. Anger sells. Oh, hey, worker bee. You know who else is? You know how you did the thing with the gums? Lisa W's got quite the gums on her herself, if she still got her teeth. Yeah. She showed everybody her high school picture, and we saw it on her Twitter. She posted it there too. And she got some big old gums. She surely does. And you know what's so funny is Miss Mickey used to say some nasty shit about her. Yes, exactly. You could put them on a box. In fact, I think Lisa W even posted those pictures on her own page. You should go take a peeky poo. They're definitely on her Twitter. Yeah, and people need to stop being afraid of AC and fucking Jamie. Who the fuck are they? You guys, we had MobTube people in our community, and we pretty much politely showed them the door. I know hard to see it when you like someone. I liked her, but she has been around for a long time. She's been over-involved sub that can make things worse for content creators. Who are you speaking on? Now, Lisa W is an evil bitch. She is. She said, do you guys see how she quick? And see, now, Jen, I'm pretty sure you're watching in the bushes, because that's just who she is. Lisa Maria has some friends forcing her to take a stance against the Hive. She left. No one kicked her out. Well, no. I know Maria. Miss Mickey left on her own, but Maria and I ended up blocking her because I just felt we weren't getting anywhere. It was like we're in complete agreement, and then she goes live and we're not. I'm like, okay, what happened there? So anyway. Yep, exactly. And there's no problem with that. And you know what's funny? Susie, has anybody in my chat trolled you and asked you if you have a permission slip, or give you a hard time, or made you feel unwelcome in any way in my chat? There's the difference right there. And I mean, see, and I love that you come in here, Susie. And she's been coming in here quite a bit. Not one person has been rude to her. Not one person has been anything. Nobody has said, oh, did you get a permission slip? Because we could have turned around and we could have done just as much assholes, but that's not the case. And that it's because, you guys, here's the thing. At the end of the day, we are supposed to be adults. And there's just some people that like to keep making the situation worse. Nobody's ever given you a hard time and made snide remarks to you. And that is, yep, she's my Susie with an I, right? She's the other Susie. No. And that is the thing, is over in that chat. That is what people should do too. Be happy of the people that do still want to be involved in both. But there's some immature people that just can never do that. There's a lot of immaturity that has grown into this community, I guess, now too. That's why I don't want to be a part of it. Right? Exactly, Stephen. It's all ridiculous. You can stand out if you want to, but it's easy not to also wait. You can stand out if you want to, but it's easy not to also. It's that easy. I'm confused. Anti-manifesto. Shut up. Hold on. Is it by propaganda? Is it by propaganda? No, and that's the reason why, Lisa Marie. It's because of that mentality. And then, fun fact, they will go and make jokes. So then if they try to behave themselves in Maria's, then what they'll do is they'll go in other chats and talk shit about how they behave there. It is ridiculous, and it's immaturity at its finest. And you guys have let a whole entire summer pass you by. How many of y'all did something fun over the summer? I know Miss Lisa did. I know I did. Did you guys? Because it seems to be you guys were all just glued to that Discord. Okay, let's see what his new song is.
Dance and laugh and play, another message we convey. The scenes are only here to entertain. A rebellion catch a fit. Well, I refuse to be the soundtrack to it. We entertain, we're still deep in shit. Well, there's something wrong inside. We put it safe, enjoyed the ride. You won't like this, but I have something to confide. We start with something more than a faded sticker on a skateboard. Bring on your ring around the door. And I don't even care any fucking more. Witness this pair in accomplice. Witness this pair, lethargic, unconscious, no brows bowed in question, complacent, completing their tasks. No questions asked. Consider this critic a cretin, resting on laurels, completely invented. Word acrobatics performed with the harness and net. I'm so full of shit. But I will remain till this self-awareness fades, till I defeat the parasite.
All right, hold on. I got to stop there because I got to get into this conversation. So my blocking Maria was kind of protection for Maria as well. Because fun fact, when I get in the mode, because I was getting maddened because it was, like I said, I felt that one thing is being said here and then we get online and something else is said. And so that was that. It wasn't, that is, and it's kind of a protection for both. Because nobody will be subjected to my rapid fire texting. But nobody wants to be. So, okay. So she says, coffee, who cares what they want? Maria wants you there and the rest of the hive. Yeah, but the fun fact is people get really irritated. Because her chat was not supposed to be about that. Look at you. Exactly, Forever. But it's not a matter of getting intimidated. It's a matter of if we give the same energy, there's going to be a fight. That's the problem. They are trying to keep throwing immature shit out there, hoping that one of us takes a bite, and then they could turn around and blame it all on us. That's exactly how it's going on. Just like they try to trigger Jen, it has gotten extremely old. It's gotten extremely old and pathetic. And the whole AC crowd and all the AC and his stupid giggling and all that shit, people are over that. Oh, and then also, I guess Penelope is now upset at me because AC told me who her boyfriend is. And then I hear that AC denied it. Are you fucking kidding me? You sent me a link to his YouTube. We try to avoid the fight out of respect. They don't have respect. And that's the thing is it's not worth our peace. That's my thing. Is because we're not stupid. We know what the fuck is going on. We know exactly the comments that are being said. And her not addressing them and saying anything about right out the gate. That's a problem. I could never watch that guy for very long. I tried after I heard some of your lives. No. And it was annoying as fuck that he was constantly asking for the link. It's like, dude, I don't run my show like that. I don't do open panels because it can get messy. And I don't like to co-sign for other people's views. Just give it a month, Penelope. You'll have a new boyfriend and you'll be over it. Yeah, but what's the difference? She posts about him all the time anyway. Huff and puff all the fuck you want, Penelope. You can go play with yourself. You can fight with yourself. I don't care. Because you're the least of my fucking worries. Although you take stuff real life like you did before, and we will act on that accordingly. And you know what's really funny is they don't realize that they're starting to turn themselves into cows. You're getting too excited about the milk. You force it too much. And it looks weird. And the part that doesn't look weird looks evil. I think that's why he started going over to KK. She was letting him go up and control her lives. Bing, da bang, da boom. Weak minds. And you know what's really funny is if once they, because you know KK always loses everybody eventually. She has lost everybody several times. Different communities, that is. So fun fact is once she loses this one, she's going to lose all of her things. She doesn't make any of that shit on her own. Everybody does that for her. The only thing that she knows how to do is steal and talk shit. That's it. Allegedly, and in my opinion. And guess what? I'm absolutely entitled to that opinion. It really cracks me up how desperate her thumbnails and her lives were. Like, bitch, you talked about me constantly. And that's the other thing I have a problem with. I would never, ever sit in a live that talks shit about Maria. And that's what pissed me off. It's like, what the fuck? I don't get it. And then not only do you sit in it, you take part in it and you agree with this shit. Like, what? So whatever. And please don't take this as me bashing her. This is just my opinion. I'm not getting angry about it. I'm not cruel or anything. Why did KK come back? Because we brought her back. We brought her back. She's always kind of been lurking a little bit here, a little bit there, like the parasite that she is. No, it's really, she's been talking a lot of shit, and agreeing with it. When I know damn well, Maria's sitting here saying what the thing with Kiera was horrible. She played two different people to me. And if y'all don't think that that's a reason to be upset, then guess what? You're not me. I feel that it is. So there's that. But anyway, hold on, guys. Let's see this little tiny clip of Heather. She is, you guys, guess what? I believe the days of her and Xavier may be possibly coming to an end. No, and she's horrendous too. People will see. People will see. But I don't care. I really don't care. What I would like is I'd like Miss Mickey to shut her fucking mouth and especially leave Lisa Ann out of shit. And any other DMs that she released, guess what? It's going to go on deaf ears because nobody gives a fuck. The people that care already, they care. The people that don't. And it will remain that way. And keep pushing it because you know darn well that you have said some nasty ass shit. I mean, you guys, do you guys think that the DMs with Miss Mickey were just beautiful and wonderful? And she was like, oh, sweetness all the time. Yeah, okay.
This is where Xavier tied all of this shit up. And
I recognize that building. Clark, didn't you recognize that building? Where do you think they are? I tried watching when she was doing lives on Muzz. Her chat was full of slurs. Yeah, and fun fact, I don't remember any big slam dunk. Yeah, real quick about the Muzz stuff. You guys, I remember that. And I couldn't stand Muzz, right? I mean, I still don't like Muzz, but she's not fucking with me, so whatever, right? But I couldn't stand her. So I was there with popcorn, right? In fact, I even probably put popcorn in the chat. Other than a bunch of nasty language and showing her picture and talking about a drop towel. That's it. That, and if there was more than that, that was my takeaway. And I'm pretty sure that other people kind of took that away too, because it was like, in fact, that's what it is with KK a lot. A lot of times it's just like, that was it, really? She was basically fighting with Muzz over some guy. Yeah, and how does that make you look? It makes you look bad. I didn't think it made her look as bad, and that's why I was kind of disappointed. And then, do you know that I guess KK tried to make it sound like I was going to re-victimize Muzz? As much as I don't like Muzz, Guess what? I'm not trying to do that. She's not fucking with me. Now, if she was fucking with me, I would be upset. But I don't even know then if I would play that stupid thing. But still, she's not. She's not around. Well, she is around. We know she's popped up on panels, but I don't believe she means me any harm at this point in time. So there's that. Recognize that building. I really do.
Officers intermittently, and that
Oh, shut up. No, she isn't. Hold on. Let me see if I can get in there. Hold, please. I don't know if I'm signed in on Instagram in Chrome, though. So hold on. Let's see. Oh, I am on this one. So hold on a minute. What account is she on, Clark? What is it? What is the account that she's on? Oh, wait, hold on. I'll find it. Never mind. I got it. Okay, hold on a minute. Looks like somebody's gotten a guilty conscience. She's not live now. She's not live, Clark. I'm here. She's not live. Oh, yes, she is. Never mind. She surely is. Hold on. Hold on, guys. We're going in. We are going in. Paste. Hold on. Thank goodness I still have. Oh, she's at the store. She's trying on makeup. Oh, great. So I get there and now she's done. Look. It's going to end any minute. What is that? What is that? Oh.
Who saw that yesterday? That nasty lady. I asked her if they give away free shampoos. I asked this nasty lady, she was really pretty, but she was such a bitch. I asked her if they do any, what is this redness? If they do free shampoos like every once in a while for like needy individuals. And she was awful to me about it. Absolutely terrible.
Yesterday she was building a house.
So
today she needs a free shampoo.
When she like started talking about me outside the window, she was like trying to record me, and like, you know how they've been kicking off that crazy Heather shit. So I like went to the other side of the window where she was like recording and like calling 911. And I started like dancing seductively, and everyone started laughing. Like they wanted to be mad, but they couldn't.
What?
Okay, I have to go. I love you guys.
Oh my. Hold on. Let's see if she saved that. Let me see if she saved it. Oh, yes, she did. Hi, Deb. I believe she saved it. Here we go.
A dress rehearsal. So here we are at Ulta. And I already shot all of this, but I'm going to go through again so that I can let you guys know my makeup acumen. So basically here at Chanel, we have all of the most reputable face masks and skincare that you could ever
Who's
imagine.
holding the camera? Did she find Xavier?
Never been a Chanel girl.
Did she find Xavier? Is he the one holding the camera?
Early with regards to foundation or any sort of makeup, I have traditionally, prior to now, always used the same one foundation, which is called Born This Way by Too Faced. And I can show you that here. And for the record, that's not Too Faced, like Two Faces. That's two-faced, TOO. If you're familiar with the English language, welcome to the party. But that means that your face has shown too much. If you guys know me and you know that my story is that I have reported being used as a mole, but the government a number of times with and without my permission, then the two-faced understanding would make perfect sense, right? Acoustics left ear.
What?
So this is the foundation that I used.
See, fun fact, y'all, I find this much more entertaining than the bullshit in our community fact.
In the shade Snow.
Snow.
And I would do Snow. And then I would also get, where is it?
She's doing this because she misses
Warm
Xavier.
Nude. And then I could make whatever color combination I was at that time of year. So if I was like fresh out of the tanning bed, like spray tan, super dark, plus sunshine, I could make it darker.
Named
and
what?
if I was super, super white, I could make it lighter. Not Swan, Snow.
No, not
Snow
Swan.
is here. And the price for this is a 24-hour wear, and it reduces the appearance of pores, blah, blah, blah. It's $49. So not bad. And I found it to be a much better line of foundation than
she's at Sephora,
Chanel,
right?
as well as Dior. Dior was kind of sitting heavily in my pores. Surprisingly, it was just not the exact formula that my skin needed. Another cannot miss is Hourglass. Absolutely love the brand. Mind you, I'm a Chanel girl. Like, Chanel's part of my brand and identity and always has been. But I cannot lie. I have to tell the truth. Hourglass goes on so.
Oh my gosh. Clark, let us know if she hits the live button again, because I have a feeling she's not done. I think that Xavier is still on the loose and she's bored. Another reason, Heather, go move in with Jen. You'll be doing crafts. You won't be bored.
So smooth. Veil as a primer.
Fun fact, Jen is worried about being bored, right? Hasn't she said, oh, guys, I'm bored? Jen, if Heather lived with you, you'd never be bored. You would never, ever, ever be bored.
Or a setting spray, absolutely
and Clark
phenomenal.
Might come and visit.
Ambient is the best bronzing and highlighting duo I've ever had. This one right here, fabulous. Cannot go wrong with it. I have never personally used the foundations from Hourglass, but I can tell you that I absolutely love that product.
Oh, I still don't think she's taken a shower. Her hair still looks very powdery. And you guys, are you seeing the lines on her face? She's definitely using right now. So I don't believe she is in a breakdown. She's in addiction right now. She's definitely using. You guys see her face.
Look at how angry this lady looks. This looks like a hybrid combination of Kristen and Xavier. Like literally. So, and if you guys know, then you're totally aware of what I said last time. That when
finding everything okay today?
I'm sorry, did you see me talking?
Yeah.
Ooh! Do you hear this, bitch? Do you hear her? You see, I'm talking. Heather would bring you numbers, Jen, Clint, and Heather together, full circle love after lockup reunion, right? Wait, where is her? Yeah, well, we were getting to that. This is great. She's, do you not see? I was creating. I think so.
Yes.
Okay, so it's really rude. You've already asked me over there, so if you could stand back now, that would be great. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Ooh wee. She probably sprinkled some makeup on him. Wow.
Thank you so much. So anyways, Xavier and Kristen combination. And I would like to indict on all of these people involved in creating this. So
So now she wants to indict that woman that just interrupted her. Oh my gosh. See, you guys, this is what I would much rather be doing. I find this very, very comical. Our community in attacking Lisa Ann, making Lisa Ann collateral damage, that is. Not necessarily attacking her, making collateral damage. Not so fun. This fun.
So please move forward with indictments.
Exactly.
Kristen, my old GM, or I'm sorry, regional at Spin Chicago, the ping pong social club. Yeah, that's the face she had, but she was like 20 years older and like a little bit more of like a hillbilly kind of vibe. And
wow.
They made Xavier have sex with me with this face. I'm not kidding. I would.
What? I think we're going to have to watch this one over again because I can't really rewind this one well. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Pauler was dissing me because I was playing this. I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Guess what? I'm just going to still do whatever I want to do. Heather, it looks like she was sucking on a lemon. Yeah, and look, her skin not healthy.
I wish I was joking. Like I literally wish I was joking. I'm being completely serious. Heather Gillespie. And then what else do we have here? I wanted to give you guys an update on, oh my God, let me smell this. I'm pretty sure I love this. I smelled this brand new Glimmer. Is that Kendall? Hold on.
She's saying it as if she's friends with Kendall. Oh my goodness, is that Kendall? Oh, girl, I haven't seen you. That's the way she's acting as if when she's seeing this makeup.
Is that Kendall? Or no? I think it is.
Well, there we go.
Oh my God, it's so good.
That was a lot of perfume. And I guess that takes the place of the shower. So we're definitely not going to get the powder out of our hair.
So good. Oh my God. It's not my favorite, but still. For fragrance, we're still going Jo Malone as a really hot number one. However, coming up behind Jo Malone is going to be, obviously, YSL. Miu Miu. For YSL, we're going Mon Paris.
So, fun fact, that was probably Penelope, because Penelope says, I'm coming for you. So, apparently, she's going to try to say that there's something in the foyer. So, she had something delivered. Fun fact, I'm not going down there. So, it can get thrown out.
Me, Paris. Please and thank you.
Penelope, why do you hang around middle-aged people? You are one of the weirdest fucking people I have ever known in my whole life. So because I say that the guy you're with looks like a weirdo, he absolutely does. So the fuck what? Don't have relationships on the internet. But yeah, so apparently she got a picture and had something delivered.
Love.
And apparently she thinks that downstairs needs to be swept. Fun fact, I never go down there.
Do not like Black Opium. Do not like Libre, personally. For Miu Miu, you can't go wrong for me. I absolutely love Miu Miu. I'm a huge Miu Miu fan. Absolutely love. And then, as I said before, it's always going to be a your devotion and my devotion for me. I love Dolce & Gabbana. I'm a huge Dolce & Gabbana girl.
It's funny because Penelope, didn't you realize this last time you didn't get a really good effect? Because last time, remember, they left it downstairs too. Oh, she's live again. Hold, please. We're back in. Let's see.
For a person, even if they don't know that you're showing up and they're just like sad and like destroyed every single time you're there, if they don't know you're showing up, they don't know to say thank you to you, you know. But I've been that person showing up and they didn't know I was showing up, and then they were just sad, and I was like, what did I even do this for? And I don't want anyone who shows up for me to think that. I want the people who show up for me to know that I am grateful, even if in that moment of duress,
Penelope,
I am not
away.
able to accurately articulate how grateful.
I assure you didn't
and
speak
so
to my
thank
sister
you.
or my
you know,
father.
again and again and again, thank you. I am doing every possible thing I can. I'm very grateful to have support with regards to a plan for kind of just staying safe and out of the way and accomplishing the things that I'm trying to accomplish. I've been discussing a lot of details about the house that I want to build. that I am building for my
Jen said
family
there's
and
going
I
to be
with
a
the
Tupperware party
underground
at Pollard's
and the
everyone's
tree
coming. What does that
houses
mean?
and the traditional
You guys,
format
I don't
at
remember if
street
YouTube
level.
Lifer is a good one or bad.
And I'm really excited for the project. The part of life that feels the most exciting is the part where you plan everything and you're on your way there. And then once you get there, it's like, oh, you know, for me anyways, maybe not for all of you. That's why they always say that Heather's addicted to the drive. Heather's addicted to the drive, to the way there, because any vacation, or the flight or the, whatever, because any vacation, anything, to me, it's like, that feeling of like being almost there, that feeling of like almost having accomplished it is the best feeling in the world ever. That doesn't mean that I don't love the feeling of actually accomplishing it, but it's like that feeling when, that feeling like right before Christmas Day, that feeling for me was better than actually waking up and opening my gifts. I don't know why. And I always got great gifts, but it was like that Christmas Eve feeling when it was like, oh my God, what if Santa gets here and I'm not asleep? What the hell? I need to hurry up and close my eyes, calm down, go to sleep. Santa's on his way. Like that
Oh my
feeling.
gosh.
I don't know why I love that feeling so much. It's like so weird. So anyways, there's that. And then that part about like building a house, buying a house. There are a lot of people who say that they want to give me a house, or that people have tried to give me a house, and that when I speak like the plans of the house that I want out loud or like to others, that it kind of like makes me seem ungrateful about people who have wanted to give me a house or wanted to get me an apartment or what have you. I don't think so. I honestly don't think they perceive it that way. I think they probably likely perceive it as what it actually is, which is I would be more than happy to accept any house that would be, accommodating for my children and I.
Oh my gosh.
I happily accepted a studio apartment that I paid over $20,000 for, and only got to live in it for a very short time. In retrospect, much shorter than I had planned to live in it. And I had a perfect idea for furnishing it. Both of those smaller apartments that I had gotten, I had a perfect plan for furnishing them to allow for space for my children to be there, and to position the space of the apartment in a way that was congruent to each of us having our own personal areas along with being together. So I can make do with anything, but I want and I deserve to have what I want and deserve. I don't know anyone who got their first job at 14 years old and have been being worked unpaid and paid in various capacities their entire lives. I really don't. I am the only one that I know, and I fucking deserve it. I deserve it. I sit here and I watch all these actual assholes win. Like I sit here and watch them win day after day, and I'm thinking, what the fuck, but they say not to compare. I say, why not? So anyways, yeah, I'm concerned about Xavier. It feels like what it feels like emotionally is that someone is using him.
I get it
for something that is not in alignment with our best interest. And then today when I went to see him, because last night I had a really bad night's sleep. I was in Wilmette, and the place where I was sleeping the night before in Wilmette was so peaceful and calming and safe. Pretty much every one of my like, you're safe intuitions was like on, like you're good. The next day, it was so fucked up, you guys. I cannot even tell you. I was abruptly woken up in the middle of the night multiple times. I would say like close to 8 or 9 times, maybe 10, maybe even 11. Maybe even like 15, to be honest with you. I couldn't even keep count. But every time I would wake up, there was like a new issue. I would wake up, my body would be freezing cold. Like I could not get warm enough with my blanket. I could not get warm enough. And then I would go back to sleep. I would like, it's hot. Like we're in summer in Chicago, like it's hot. Then I would like wake up and I would be freezing cold. I don't sleep with my AC on, I sleep just like normal with a little fan on. Then I would wake up, and I usually like sleeping with AC on. I like to be under like a big heavy down blanket and like feel super like safe and warm. But then I would wake up, I would be like sweating, like glowing, like my pores, my body, my everything, like glowing. Then I would fall back asleep and I would wake up to this like numbness in just my toes. Couldn't feel the tips of my toes. It was fucking crazy. Like, what is going on here? Why can't I feel my toes? Then the same thing with my fingers. Then I woke up and I was like in the middle of urinating. I don't have kidney failure. Again. I have health. You know, I'm a healthy individual who uses the restroom normally each and every day. I know the signs of kidney failure. I don't have that, but I literally woke up like in the middle of like going potty, literally. Not even kidding. And like, I'm scrambling around trying to like fix it, like grab something to like home it. Then this is all in one night. This is one fucking night long. And Xavier hasn't been sleeping here because I don't know why, you know, and it like is devastating to me. I have not had to be all by myself again since this began. It is so scary. I absolutely hate it.
He left her.
But maybe that had something to do with it. I'm really not sure.
I think he left her.
But the sponsors have said, and the authority has said a number of times, that the city of Chicago would not be permitted to continue like with the ticket bullshit that they were doing. So they keep on saying to me, like, don't worry, it's been taken care of. There's nothing to worry about, blah, blah, blah. But then randomly they were like flooding my email box with all of these threats that were like,
no,
expensive.
He's been gone.
You know what I mean? So the higher authority took away my email and I don't have any email anymore that I was using. So the only email that I have now is a new email that I am not allowed to say. So I keep on using that email because I'm making a spreadsheet of all of the med spas in the city of Chicago and surrounding, the contractors in the city of Chicago and surrounding, and the entertainment, the top entertainment businesses in the city of Chicago and surrounding.
I can't pause her.
For the purpose of creating relationships with each and every one of them, getting my name out there in the mix, seeing who is using what electronic software systems, what EMRs, what databases, what CRMs, what technology is being used out here in these streets by these businesses, who's running these businesses, getting them to know my name, getting to know their names, and just, you know, in general, creating rapport. And as you know, personal driving, I don't need to drive through an app if I can create face-to-face relationships with individuals who can benefit from my expertise, my consultation, my driving, my what have you. So there are a million different things that I can and am typically doing, you know, to help myself, to enrich my situation and those around me. And I am just trying to stay focused on that rather than the things that I don't have right now that I feel I need. And hopefully, you know, that will pay off, because the only other thing that I've been able to do is
bipolar,
cry on the internet to the higher authority when I feel like they're not watching, and say, oh my God, please help. Something is happening. You guys promised this would never happen again. P.S. Big promotion number 901 by Mac is killing it. Hello. Love. That might be my new shade. So usually I'm using Morphe Wifey, but I absolutely love this. Love. So I'm going to have to look into that.
Oh my.
I think there's a big price difference though. I think it's like 40 or 30 for this. And then I don't think,
oh my.
I don't think it comes in the, like the wand and the gloss. They have one. It's like the velvet line, and I could not find it anywhere. Big promotion in the velvet line. I only saw it in the stick line, which is fine. You know, it's okay. But I feel like that usually is drying on my lips. What else? Okay. What else can I discuss? I think everything else is going fine, you know, as fine as it could be. I am looking into creating and establishing rapport and relationships with some of the employees of some of the local dancing, exotic dancing brands and lines. I have been discussing for a long time my history with being, you know, harmed in various ways sexually or what have you, being trafficked at a different time in my life. You know, and conditioned and groomed and all of these things. And I feel like that is a part of my life that I have so much control over. And there is so much of my life that I don't have control over. I was discussing with someone this morning,
Hey, pretty bird.
in order for me to move to the next stages with my novel, I need clarity. What is this mole shit? You know, do I have a cyborg eye? The
What?
mole as in government
okay.
used person to go into situations to gather information prior to
thought
like
she was talking
federal
about
agents
Beauty
moving
Mark.
in or what have you. I know that the state of Illinois switched my insurance in 2017 or 16. I started getting bullied by the state of Illinois. Now, they were sending me mail addressed to my name, writing Molina on my insurance card. Molina, which is like, you know, basically like a way to say you're like a little mole, you know, and that pisses me off. If you're using me inside situations and the best way that you can think of to tell me is to change my state funded insurance policy from Blue Cross Blue Shield to Molina and then send it to me in the mail. And then I've been going back to the beginning stages of my life, 14 years old, the Jamaica thing, when I had tubes put in my ears. Do you guys know about when they do tubes in your ears as a little child? Supposedly it's because you have too much fluid in your ears that won't drain naturally. And they put these little tiny tubes in your ears that are supposed to help with the drainage. Fuck that. Like that can't be true. I saw the tubes. The tubes were like this, just like the white part, that size. That's what they put into the ear surgically. That could definitely be a live wire for listening.
Oh my gosh.
For tracking.
Shut up.
I don't think that could be a device that helps fluid naturally leave the ear canal. How would that work?
Gosh.
Right? And I have medical background. So all of these things have been like leading up to this outcome of I've been being used without my permission, without my understanding, without my knowledge, without my awareness, and without my agreement.
Hey,
and
girl.
In general terms,
yeah, she's live right now. I can't.
We call that being human trafficked. Now, if it's my own local government that was responsible for that, how do I address them? How do I find more clarity and understanding within the set of circumstances that I'm discussing? And this has been a theme. If you've been watching me on social media since I was a participant in a very, very, very small,
she's speaking into her charger,
public way, then you already know that this has been an ongoing issue for me for quite some time. And so it's been 6 years since I went public with this information. And no one has confirmed or denied very much of anything. And I feel more isolated than I ever have before. And it's really scary for me. Like, what's going to be the overall outcome of this? Am I going to just die never having any sort of clarity? Clarity is what I am missing. Clarity is what I am missing, is what I need. It's what I need to move forward in my life. It's what I need to understand.
What is that?
You know, then you add in the Jamaica and the Molotov cocktails and all of that other shit. You would think that if someone is some sort of undercover investigative effort, that they would know that they would be on a payroll for that, right? That they would have a team, that they would know. My surveillance and protection team, from what I know, is here because of the harassment and stalking and assaults that I was subjected to. So what do I do from here? Where do I go? What's the expectation? You know, and when they continue to promise that there will be no further harm, harassment, stalking, making fun of me, making me feel, you know, worse than I already feel about my life, I don't really know too many people who have put in the work the way that I have. I really don't. I don't really know too many people who have done the things I've done. I have no clue
whose that was.
You know, I really, really don't. I don't know much of anyone who has.
But it's gone.
I see a lot of people living differently than I am, spending frivolously compared to how I do, experiencing luxuries as I perceive them, like vacations and, you know, luxurious housing and home space and access to their children with vacations and, you know, nice clothing. I wear the same leggings, you know, over and over every day, the same like maybe, I think I have like 12 pairs of the same black leggings. And I wear it with a blazer, and I wear it with a shirt, a turtleneck, or a t-shirt that I ordered off of Amazon or purchased at Nordstrom. You know, so I don't really have those experiences, you know, that these people who I see and I witness, they don't really do shit. Like, what do these people do with their lives? Like, they're always kind of just floating around, like not doing much of anything, but making me feel like shit about myself. If you're going to float around life casually, do me a favor and zip it when it comes to your opinion of me. Thanks. Because I've actually been putting in a lot of work, you know, my whole life. So please don't be mean to me anymore within these demographics. Please remove these individuals who are assholes. Dizzy. And please align me with the individuals that I need to be aligned with to move to a space and existence of my life where I can finally like shake hands with my goals, you know, where I can touch them and feel them and know that it was all worth it. Please. Shit. So anyways, yeah, this evening I am going to go to Rick's Cabaret, the location next to Prism, or the old Prism. I'm not sure if Prism is still open. And I am going to ask them there if they have any positions. And I'd like to remind everyone that I have literally been circulating my resume any and everywhere that you can imagine, with more than the ability to handle any of these jobs, but not being permitted to do so. So I do not really want to work back in the adult entertainment industry unless it is within a certain set of guidelines and boundaries that I am not quite certain I can force upon these individuals. You know, I don't lie, you know, so I'm gonna let them know if I'm feeling some way. And I don't like to see these women or men, but mostly women, being treated poorly or taken advantage of in any way. That being said, I circulated a video on my story of this woman. She's counting money, and I'm going, this is the fucking problem with the world. I go into Jewel Osco. There's all these fucking slow people who are not pretty. They could never be strippers.
What?
Suffering, you know? Or I go into like any store and it's like, oh my God, everyone's worried about the price, me included, right? And we can't fucking make it and we don't know what to do. And then you look at, there's like this fucking 23-year-old girl or 19-year-old looking girl counting 10 racks.
Summer is
like
not.
cash
it's her charging
that she
cord.
made in 3 nights at the strip club. I'm so sorry. What the fuck is going on here? These mothers are walking into the grocery store having to fucking freak out about how they're going to feed their kids for the week. But these little girls are shaking their assholes in these guys' faces for 10 bands in 1 week. This is Heather Gillespie, by the way, 2026. I thought we had already moved past this. You know, I thought that we were not going to inhibit people from making money. I thought that we were going to create UBI, universal basic income, and that everyone was going to have a fucking path. What's going on again, guys?
I don't know.
How do we keep going back here? So I need to just do this shit on my own. I need to pop in at Rick's and see what's going on there. If they're circulating 10 bands per stripper in a week, I have got to get in on that. So, you know, let's go see what's going on. And I'm going to pop in over there around 10:30. I asked Xavier to please come with me, but he's refusing. So that's my plan for today. There's also another location, and then there's also the Admiral. I am interested in, you know, trying to figure out what's going on at all locations. Where are the lucrative money-making opportunities? How can I align myself with a path that puts money in my children's bank accounts, in my bank account, and puts me in alignment with building this house that I have been plotting and planning and dreaming of owning and building for the last, could not even tell you how long. And that's the update. So AI, I hope that you guys have been fucking them up with the bots that you promised me. Costa's team, I know you're in there, please. you guys promised that you would handle that $50 program where you program my name and the circumstances of the situation that they're talking shit about, and the bots will comb through the internet and find any association to my business, my marketing, my AI, my name, my aliases, any known aliases, any known business names. There is an AI function that you can employ for about $50 a month to comb through your name. And every time they see your name on the internet, it sends a list with a priority, high, medium, or low, to your email multiple times a day, anytime your name is published in an unflattering way, so that your team can hurry up and get on the job and start creating a more, honest narrative. And if it is true, but they just like framed it in a way that's unflattering, you can get ahead of it and kind of rephrase it and challenge it. And if it is slander, you can simply apply to have it taken down. And then there is another bot program that you can actually speak your life into. You can upload your digital footprint, among other things. And in doing so, any inconsistencies or inaccuracies that are found being published about you on the internet will be addressed by a bot, but addressed nonetheless. That is what I was supposed to start having like 3 months ago, and I have not seen it yet. I don't know if it's just my phone, if I'm boxed in again, or being held captive, or what is going on. But if someone could please address that immediately, that'd be great. Because I'm not the asshole that they want people to believe that I am. And the more that you guys allow them to believe that I am a fucking asshole who's slow and mentally challenged and psychologically disturbed and all this other shit, the more difficult life is with regards to earning an honest wage. So please figure it out. And for the last time, two-faced is not two-faced. It's TOO, meaning your face has shown too much to the general public for you to have a change of identity. Do you understand? Two-faced, meaning you have to own who you are. You can't run. And there's a lot of you that have been blessed enough that your identities have been concealed, and the ugly shit that you've done will never be discovered. And then there are others of you who have done really fucking ugly shit, and you've been able to go get some plastic surgery, and the shit that you've done will never be discovered or shared. For me, that's not the case. I have not done a lot of ugly stuff, and that is with purpose that I have not. I have a very public, appearance from demographic to demographic over the last, since Facebook came out, and you believe it or not, that's real. Okay. So I'm not claiming to be, Jennifer Lopez here, or, who's some famous young girl, Sabrina Carpenter, or anything like that. Whoever these girls are. I'm not claiming to be that level of famous. I'm just saying
very, very
there are
disturbed.
enough people who know me, who can recognize me. And some of them are haters and some of them are supporters. So please handle that information appropriately and help me move forward from this, because they keep on fucking around. Look at what happened with my everything. Just please help me. I need to move forward with this. And then if someone could please figure out what's going on with Xavier, because it's very scary for me to sleep alone. It scares me a lot, and I don't like it at all. So please, if you could please figure out what's going on with Xavier, that would be very much appreciated. And thank you very much. And I think that that's really all. Ban Field. Why would you guys want to ban Field? Who? Which Field? Banfield?
Banfield is a vet.
His last name is Fields with an S.
You're probably by PetSmart.
What did he do?
What?
He didn't do that.
Oh my gosh.
That had nothing to do with him. That was Jim's team. Jim's team did that to protect us, because they said that some guy was trying to get a duplicate key to the car. And he said that he had no choice but to do that to protect it. I'm pretty sure Ben had nothing to do with that, but Okay. I have not seen him. I saw him when I was delivering food like 2 months ago. He was at his apartment. He was watching hockey, I guess.
There's no way she's really talking to anybody, right?
I have not seen, before that I hadn't seen him in like probably 4 years, maybe longer. Prince Harry Ben. He does kind of look like Prince Harry.
What is happening?
Yeah, that's fine. Just please figure it out, because I am really scared.
Same,
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah, on the Kayali, Kayali, Kayali.
What?
Oh, I love it. And the Love Shack Fancy.
No, she doesn't.
Absolutely.
I don't think she does. And she's on her phone.
I mean, I would just like to be removed from those like predatory, blatant or not, even if it's like an implied predatory set of circumstances or like an asshole, who's being low key. I just don't want any association with it, genuinely. That's different. For sure. Yeah.
But this conversation makes no sense.
Yeah, that's fine. Truthfully, that's not my fucking problem, and I do not need to sacrifice for that ever again. They've taken way too much from me, for real. Way too much. Way too much. It has to stop coming out of my budget, for real. Please. No,
I think
I have been communicating with him. However, my communications with him have been as inconsistent as they've been with Xavier or with anyone else.
Dying to know.
Where it's like character carries context and patterns, and I can sense and feel and intuitively know the difference in receiving text messages. Like if it's him messaging, I know. I haven't heard from him from day one since that day.
See, Jen, this is what Rena-Center is coming, looks like.
Possibly.
Oh my gosh.
A group of maybe like up to 10, maybe 12. And they switch off with who takes the lead, but they function from the same external mechanism. Yeah. All right. Anyways, you guys, I have to go. So thank you for your attention, time, energy, love, effort, support, just presence, as long as you're not an asshole. And
she doesn't have an earbud in, Clark.
Yeah, that's about it. So have a good night.
Oh my. So y'all, Penelope came in here doxing all of my nieces and nephew. Penelope, what's wrong with you? That is really weird. That's why I changed it to 7 days, because I just don't even fuck you. Go away. Y'all. So Penelope, because she's mad because I said that I knew she had a boyfriend online, she literally was going in. I think her boyfriend was using her account and going in Dudley's chat and shit. AC did give me his link. I would have never known who he was. That is it. That is all. And because of that, you feel the need to start sending things to people's house. And then when they don't pay attention to that, because I don't give a fuck, then you start coming in here doxing my nieces and nephew. Penelope, you've got a problem. I mean, I could play that live where you admit that you have issues. You know what I mean? And you don't like to take medication for them and stuff like that. I mean, we could go there if you need to. But anyway, this is the live of I have her blocked. I couldn't see her. See who? Well, we deleted it. She came in here and she typed it 3 times. You're psycho. Yeah, but now it's a problem because I mentioned it. And so now she's sending things to my house because she's psycho. Absolutely psycho. Like, I'm actually thinking, I'm like, should I call the police on this one and make this report? I don't know. Because I literally don't have anything to do with you, little girl. I think you need to stay out of grown folks' business.
Is pretending to be Heather so that they could kidnap Weston and put some sort of dollar amount on his head. So I flew down here at 6 in the
Oh, by the way, guys, if you see her posting any picture of the delivery downstairs, please screenshot it.
morning. And of course, he wasn't where he said he'd be. Isn't it weird that he's only sleeping outside when I'm here? When I'm not here, he seems to always have someplace
Clark, I recognize that building.
to go, someplace to be okay, some way. Isn't that weird? It's fucking weird to me, right? I worked every day 7
No, she's psychotic. She is absolutely psychotic. Penelope has really, that's another one that's got control issues. She gets really upset when she can't control stuff. I mean, she even admitted it herself. We can play
out
it.
of 7 days of the week. I've had a job since I was 14 years old. I've followed all the rules. I've fucking paid all the bills. I've done every fucking thing.
This was this morning, by the way.
But I come to look for Xavier at 6 o'clock in the morning after a terrible night of them fucking with me all night long, and he's nowhere to be found. And then they're saying that he's inside of an apartment building, that he's not even outside unless I'm here, that he's not even crazy unless I'm here. But they won't let me move on. They won't let me find a husband who loves me, who will take me away from this fucking nightmare. I have to go through this shit. He gets to go inside and be loved and treated nicely and cooked for, and that's acceptable. Someone
Wait, so is Xavier at one of his family members?
brings him a fucking bag of food from Al's Beef, a fucking Italian beef and fries.
Yeah, Al's Beef is okay. It's not one of the best beefs in our area, but it's all right.
But I have to fucking go fend for myself, try to fucking find stores that are giving samples of food. I have to keep documenting for the record all this
But wait a minute, samples of food, yet she was just, what?
shit that they're fucking crooked ass shit that they're doing within the court system.
You guys, this is only going to get worse.
He can't get in the car with me. He got me pregnant while I was on birth control twice. I didn't get myself pregnant. I didn't ask him to love me or be a part of my life. I didn't ask Dylan to throw me out of my house. I didn't ask any of these corrupt ass officials to ignore the details of the case and steal one of my children. I didn't ask them to gaslight me. I didn't ask for any of this shit. So where the fuck is Xavier?
Oh my gosh, there he is. Is he clothed? She just said, where the fuck is Xavier? That's our little soundbite.
Where were you?
Oh my. Oh, okay. So she sees him. The video had me rolling. He pops out of the bushes. That is fucking crazy. I didn't see the end of that video. I didn't. But anyway, guys, I am going to get out of here. I wasn't really planning on going live anyway. I was just going to save the Heather stuff and probably go live tomorrow. But the whole Miss Mickey stuff, I wanted to. I don't know. It kind of looked that way, Kirby. The Miss Mickey stuff, I kind of wanted to address it. But yeah, Miss Mickey, just stop. You chose to leave. All I did was say goodbye because I was deactivating my Instagram. Nothing more, nothing less. There was no throwing of you away. I'm not exactly sure where you have that. You keep telling people that because so you can get sympathy. I saw inquiring minds. Oh, she threw them away. No, I didn't. And everybody knows that Gargamel did not get blocked until he was in Maria's chat talking shit with that dark bullshit. And guess what? I don't feel that he was worthy of a wrench if he was going to talk that shit. If she snaps at people interviewing her like she snapped at the start. No. Well, fun fact, she's never going to get that job because now because she mentioned it, everybody's going to call there. So she's not going to get that job. She's her own worst enemy. I still think moving in with Jen, good thing to do. No, I don't know. But anyway, I was going to save, like I said, I was going to save my other content and I was going to kind of loop it all together. But so we got a little bit of that and we got a little bit of the new, and I said what I had to say. And like I said, if you still, and the fun fact is though, she wasn't proving anybody. You know how a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm not going to release DMs unless, I'm trying to, somebody's calling me a liar or whatever. Nobody was calling you a liar over that. You chose to do that on your own because you figured that it fits this situation. It doesn't. All it does is it makes you look like a very nasty, bitter person, like a mean drunk, if you will. Anyway, guys, I am out of here. I'll see y'all later. And Penelope, seriously, cool it, because I obviously know it's you. Somebody sent me a clip. I haven't listened to it yet, where you supposedly were threatening me last night. I definitely have a screenshot of you saying it. And then now I have my family members being doxxed in the chat. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Make sure it's still there. Yeah, there we go. Doxing my family members in the chat and then sending me deliveries. Penelope, everybody knows that's you and your immature ass. Please go play with people your own age, okay? See you later. Bye.
And your salvation, I'm your revival, but not survival. 'Cause I laugh as you burn in hell. 'Cause I laugh as you burn